Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Random Roundtable. Got some messages first. Hello, Gap After Dark. And Kapla Gorilla. You listening? I made mix of some chicken and fried chicken and look for steamed dumpling recipe. Oh, good luck with that. We have actually a lot of eventful stuff since we've been here last. Still, probably the biggest news is Maduro is now in a cell. That was surprising. More surprising, it took 4 hours. Greenland is back in the news, making another push on Denmark to give over Greenland, which they've had for quite a while, and there's less than 60,000 people there. No development. And hello, Sis Dan. There is a link if you want to come up, Dan, in the X group. No, how do you feel about the U.S. controlling Greenland? Personally, I think like the entire rest of the Western Hemisphere, it's ours already. It's just they need to get used to it. Don't know much about it. They want to control it for location. Yeah, location. They want a nice military base there, and there is an awful lot of natural resources, mainly mineral resources. I think they estimated something like $2 trillion worth of, I think it was silver or gold or something, like some particular metal, just waiting there. If it's anything like Alaska, we will have another freezer state. Well, yeah, it's just the opposite side. So we have Canada in a nice big hug. We have them on three sides, and then they'll just slowly come into the fold the way they should. Let's see what else we got in the trending topics. Oh, that's in Gorilla's area. Apparently, there are riots at the federal building right now. They are protesting, quote unquote, against the ICE and just going off of the mayor's lunacy, which he said, I believe it was earlier today, is he said, fuck ICE. Well, they're going to hit you back. And this is obviously organized by the people pulling the mayor's strings. My internet's going in and out. I'll try to get back, come back in. Weird fog all day and talking all day. Wow. It is weird. Nope. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Germ.
How you doing?
Just relaxing. How about you, Jerome?
Not much. I wasted half of a day going down to go to a dental appointment, which unfortunately I could not attend because apparently at the new year they changed up and don't accept my insurance anymore.
What a joyous occasion, huh? Then you have to pay out of pocket now, huh?
Oh no, I didn't get the appointment. I wasn't gonna pay $300,
So, as far as you know, how many root canals do you need?
but I don't know. Last time I checked, I did need some dental surgery, but we'll see the extent of the damage.
Yeah, but then if you do go in for a root canal, you'll be saying, give me the good stuff, please, and don't give me the stuff and the constantly in pain. But then you're constantly in pain, so will you really know the difference?
Yeah, it's not really worth it. Generally, what they give you is just the little shot that I've never really had it do anything well for me. Last time I went in for the cleaning, they they're supposed to numb me up, but some fuck it, just go for it is better than when they actually go for the shot.
Were you in pain constantly, or were you crying a little bit?
Not really. It's actually not that bad compared to the shooting, stabbing pain I'm constantly in the rest of the time.
Yeah. So in Gorilla's neck of the woods, it seems like the so-called state government that's so corrupt that's giving um, California a run for our money here. Man, I hope they clean up the state government.
Yeah, they're and a lot of those people in that crowd seem to be of a certain African nation who have been caught stealing money.
Yeah, and for what I hear, it's part of their culture. It seems like since they come from a very corrupt nation, so corruption is a way of life for them.
Yeah, there's a lot of countries in that part of the world that are just they don't understand. It's just a way of life for them. They take what you can get, and that's the tribal mentality. They have no loyalty to the government because, well, they never developed that far. Let's see what else we got. I guess they're bitching a lot about ICE killing a woman who tried to run down several agents.
Also, basically, a nut job was trying to um, basically eliminate some ICE agents, and they shot her dead.
Yep.
And Gorilla said something in the chat: 17 trillion and Venezuelan oil. Yeah, but the sad thing is, currently Venezuela will not see a dime of that until our so-called government cleans up Venezuela's act.
They'll get that oil online within, I'd say, 6 months. They'll start pumping a good amount of oil out. And they'll get a nice little deal. They'll get maybe 50%.
Yeah, and from what I hear from different commentators, the replacement Venezuelan leader that was appointed by our government, she's just as as left-wing as Maduro is, but she knows how to play ball with the U.S., if you know what that
And
means.
that's the important part. The thing with Maduro was, yes, he was a violent son bitch. He starved out people. But the main thing is, he wouldn't do what he was told. The people of South America, Venezuela, right now, but just learn your lesson now. It'll save time in the long run. We're in charge. In this entire hemisphere, you listen to the United States, or, well, you get this.
Yeah, fuck around and find out, as Trump says it, huh?
Yeah. We're tired of pretending that you are equal to us. The United States is the biggest military and economic power on this planet. You're lucky we're not taking more.
And from what I hear, too, that with Venezuela out of the picture, our adversaries lost their foothold in the Americas.
Yeah, that was the primary foothold. They are trying to reorganize now, but say Mexico shouldn't get comfortable. All those Mexicans are going to get their wish granted. They are going to become Americans a lot sooner than they thought.
I don't want the correct Mexican government in our federal system. Thank you. We already have enough corruption in the Democrat states here in the U.S.
Oh, that's the nice part. They don't get to vote. They become sort of like Puerto Rico. They still run their government. They don't get money. We aren't going to give them any real money, but for all intents and purposes, they are American. We're just going to go down the line and keep on going until we hit penguins, and we may or may not naturalize the penguins.
So basically, you want to turn Mexico into a colony, in other words.
Colony, protectorate. We'll treat them like we treat Puerto Rico, like we treat the Virgin Islands, or even American Samoa.
And you may find me criticize the U.S. here on foreign policy, but I'll just come out and say it. In foreign policy-wise, we don't care if you're a elected official or a dictator or something like that. We don't care. Like if you're anti-communist but you're a dictator, we'll back you no matter what. We don't care about the democracy abroad, from the way I hear it, mostly.
Yeah, for the most part. I'd treat them more like we treat the Marshall Islands. They are technically their own country, but they use American currency. We control their foreign policy. We control basically everything.
So basically, they'll be our backyard Europe, in other words.
No, more than we'll control them even more than we control Europe. It is technically a sovereign state in free association with the U.S., but in practicality is you do what we tell you. The people who run your shit are the people that we appoint, and that's just the way it's going to have to be.
Yeah, to quote a certain Star Wars character, I love democracy. I love the Republic.
Fuck democracy. Freedom is more important than democracy.
What else is trending in news if you want to search to keep our conversation going?
Let's see what we got trending. NFL playoffs, no one cares about that.
I'm not
Cover
really a
that.
sports guy myself, similar to Gorilla. Oh yeah, well, if you want to get more political, in my neck of the woods, sadly, my state passed a. I'm not sure how the hell you would phrase it. A commerce law that requires all independent truck drivers to take a test, and now all independent truck drivers cannot pass the test because of one little thing in it that says you have to, when you take a contract for a trucking company, you have to, well, go in different areas of the company to qualify as independent. If not, then you're an employee of that trucking company. And now all the independent trucking companies or companies in California are moving out, taking 70,000 plus truck driver jobs. Yay! My government screws me over more here in this state.
Nice going, California.
Oh, like your state is any better, Germ?
No, they just gave trucking license to basically anyone who wants it.
I'm surprised you don't have one.
No test. I'm not getting behind the wheel of one of those things. I can barely drive the car I have.
Well, if you do get behind a bicker, just make sure to not channel in your inner villain and go, adios, suckers, get out of my way, or I'm going to bulldoze through you.
Yeah, that would be too tempting of a situation. But we have our own problems up here. We got a surprisingly harsh thing that is turned out to cost a lot. We have a 10% tax on precious metals. Surprisingly enough, that has cost a couple thousand jobs and kind of fucked over a lot of people.
I will say, I just hope that this new law in California gets causes so much economic turmoil here in California that our party in power will actually, if they have any sense left in their brains, to reverse the law pretty soon. If not, then they're going to screw us over even more.
There is no sense left in a Democrat's brain, not on this entire West Coast. Unfortunately, there isn't really a Republican Party on the West Coast. It's mainly just former Democrats.
Yeah, that's the sad part. Last year's the Democrats are people or former Democrats that can't get elected anymore.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, or especially for real functional Republican parties in other states, they actually call our so-called Republicans here in the West Coast rhinos mainly, and that's true to an extent.
Yeah, for the most part, they're all rhinos. Let's see. What else is trending?
Oh, we could talk about the Star Wars news, but you and T did that yesterday, though.
I still don't believe it's any news. Oh
Well,
yeah, the Filoni's gonna take over. When?
oh yay! Judging by his record and the stuff I looked up on him, it's gonna be the same bullshit, just under a gilded man.
Yeah, but people like to pretend he has power now. He doesn't have shit now. Right, with Ahsoka and everything else he's done under Disney is he has an idea that KK and her gaggle of hyenas want certain things in it. She's the boss, so she gets her way. And we don't know what, even if this happened tomorrow, this changeover happened tomorrow, we don't know the balance of power. It's going to be between him and this Welsh broad that's going to be the co-president.
If anything, he'll be the puppet, and then she'll be the real mastermind behind it. That's probably what's going to happen.
Most likely. But
I mean, how should I put this? I am slightly optimistic that it will go through, but in all honest ways, I don't give a damn anymore because Disney Star Wars, I won't call it Disney Star Wars, not Star Wars. It's dead in the water. Basically, it's a rotten corpse, and I have to stab it through the heart constantly to remind people, no, it's dead.
Yeah. Let's see here. Trending on entertainment. Well, we don't need to talk about that. Nothing worse than entertainment.
Well, from what I hear, a new Star Trek trailer came out. Star Trek Academy.
Oh yeah, that starts later this month. 90210 in space. Not even in space.
And they even did
we get a trans Jemadar and a queer Klingon.
Yeah, and they did a red carpet review, and it was a disaster.
There is a film called Debbie Does Dallas people are talking about. I've heard about that, Tim. And if we were on a certain other platform, which I don't know why the hell not to be at this point, there's more free speech than fucking YouTube is. We could do a full in-depth review of that very movie. We didn't ask for this in Star Trek. I don't know how even in their wildest fever dreams they came up with a fucking teeny bop fucking 90s show for Star Trek. This type of shit is literally a skit in the 200th episode of Stargate.
Yeah. Well, they did bring up the idea back in the 90s, and they shot that down right away.
Yeah, Gene said hell no, because he knew that it wouldn't make money. If there's one thing that man knew was making money.
Yeah,
he may have made Ferengi as a horrible stereotype, but he was very Ferengi in his entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I will say this. Kurtzman is just doing this to hurt Star Trek or destroy Star Trek, and he already did that a long time ago.
Yeah, he does seem to be a vindictive asshole. I'm surprised he's not pushing out even more stuff to try to force them to buy even more worthless product off of him. Because he knows he's going to get relegated to something like Form TV or whatever they're calling that queer channel on cable now.
I don't know. Maybe you're talking about Freeform TV or something?
Something like that.
They used to
I
have
remember that.
a few good shows on that, but then I stopped watching it a long time ago after they canceled this show called Siren after season 2. It ended with a cliffhanger.
Yeah, they had that. They had Cloak and Dagger, which apparently they changed up a lot. They basically race swapped one of them and then made him gay.
Yeah, and then they did the Shadowhunters book series on Freeform, I think it was. Joy.
Yeah, that's how. We got to beep. Let's get back there.
Is that Teague or is that Gorilla?
No,
Hey, Tig.
Hi guys.
Hey, Teague.
Oh, and I guess YouTube censored Gorilla again.
Are you quite serious?
Yep. Let's look at all that angry face.
Oh, gorilla. I too
Tig is surviving in the communist utopia now known as New York.
got warmer. It did get warmer. He was right about that. It went from 25 to 50. Promise is kept.
Well, small miracles.
What can I tell you? I voted for the Trump endorsed candidate. He'll be gone. This guy will be mayor for however long he's mayor, and then he'll be gone. We've had mayors for 400 and some odd years. City's not exactly brand new. We'll be fine, and he'll be gone.
Meanwhile, in the socialist utopia of Seattle, literally the first thing the mayor did here was stop arresting open air drug use.
Wow. You live in a really shitty town. Your mayor's a piece of shit for that one.
Yes, she is.
What of the children?
Doesn't matter, man, woman, child. You can shoot up all you want, and the cops do not have to arrest you. They're actually not allowed to arrest you anymore.
I've read about your state and your area, and I don't know. Maybe they had to give that. Maybe you just have to concede that there's no way to control that. Hey, Kremlin!
Hey, Kremlin.
Maybe you guys just have to worry about stuff like murder.
Murder ain't the big problem here. It's the theft, the drug use, the people stealing ATMs every fucking day.
Well, you know, one thing that I've heard is 100% reduction in illegal open-air drug use today. There was none today in your town. So the mayor, the promise is kept, right? There was no illegal open-air drug use at all in your city today, was there?
Well, not that the cops are looking at.
And yeah, if the police don't enforce it, is it a law? I mean, what are they going to do? Send the army there? I mean, we can only hope, but I mean, right? So in a way, they have eliminated your city's drug problem. Now, if we give the homeless guns and deputize them, we will increase the police force by how much? That's the next step. And I think it could work.
Great.
Well, let's consider this. You have a violence problem, you have a homeless problem, you have a drug problem, and you have a gun problem. So if we look at the example where the mayor has eliminated all the open air drug use being illegal and eliminated all those crimes in one day, just with a sweep of the pen, I mean, that is effective. So if we can get, I don't know, Glocks to every homeless person and a badge, like a lanyard badge, and just deputize them all, give them the power of arrest, and just that would be a force multiplier for the police. You're talking hundreds of thousands of homeless people per square mile in Seattle, and then, you know, what we set.
Let's see what the monkey sent me.
Have you noticed that if you rearrange the letters in illegal immigrants and just add a few more letters, it spells go home, you freeloading, benefit grabbing, resource sucking, baby making, non-English speaking twats, and take those other hairy faced sandal wearing, kaboom boom creating, camel riding, goat shagging, raggedy ass bastards with you, unquote. How weird is that?
Thanks for
It's
that,
definitely
Gorilla.
it's weirder than it is funny, but I mean it's weird.
And I will say this: if you give homeless all the weapons, oh man, there'll be a lot of crime, especially be anarchy.
No, they won't, because if
It's
a homeless
already
person,
anarchy.
if we deputize the homeless, arm them, and make them into police officers, how could there be anarchy? They would all be acting in the best interest of the law, no matter what they did.
No, they'll be committing robberies every second, and then
Crimlon gets it.
the ordinary citizens would not be able to do a damn thing against these homeless people.
Look, we have a Second Amendment right to carry firearms. Why don't we start with the most needy? Some of these people, like the homeless, they live in such danger. A homeless person, I say that we need to start with issuance of a Glock to every homeless person. I'm willing to take the hit tax-wise to pay for like 1/3 of a homeless guy's Glock every year.
Well, it would take care of the problem in a roundabout way.
After we got about 5,000 Glocks out there, 2,000 or 3,000 of them would become available every day as they Glocked each other down.
Just make sure
You would think the federal government would take care of it at some point. I know Seattle's on the list.
You could have automatic pistol games. Call them the Glockenspiels. It'll be fun. Imagine that last homeless dude with his like Glock with all the notches in the handle.
Let's see. Read the part above what I sent you.
Me?
No,
Gorilla.
Oh.
I will say this: if you're going to give the homeless guns, just make sure they're mentally sane enough to understand what they have.
Okay,
taking all the fun out of it. The idea is you give them a gun and you see what happens. And some of them you give super soakers and you don't tell them. See what they do.
Okay, this is what YouTube thought Gorilla was too controversial and saying.
Okay, what was
and
it?
I quote Gorilla. Took out Maduro so that we could stop the flow of oil to Russia and China. Basically, all we did was take out one of China's bitches.
Yeah, that was pretty controversial. I will say this. It's a tough day for me as a Cuban. Last year, we lost control of Canada. And last week, we lost control of Venezuela. The Cuban empire is getting smaller. However, with smart friends in Congress like Marco Rubio, who is probably the dumbest person in our entire government, running Venezuela now, they'll be running back to Cuba pretty soon. They should have assigned Rand Paul.
I don't know why you think Rand Paul is Cuban.
I didn't say he was Cuban. I said he was smart.
Hey, that'd be a hell of a game show. Last man standing gets a home in Queen Anne.
Why not?
Should be a requirement for an adult citizen to have one. But I also think mandatory 2-year military service should be required also. I'm not against that.
I don't know. Mandatory. I've seen Full Metal Jacket. There's some people who should be mandated not to be in the military. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
Well, you would have to pass the check.
Physical.
Yeah, the physical, the mental exams.
Now that I'm no longer
the drug test.
Now that I'm no longer of draft age, this is my feeling about our military. You shouldn't be paid. You should serve from 21 till 41, like in Rome, and you should get a part of the booty of everything you sack, just like the Roman army. And you can have some salt, and you can have some food, and you can have a place to eat. But first, you got to come up with the money to pay to be in the military. The more you have, the higher your rank. And that's how we keep the country safe. Not by passing these budgets where we give soldiers money. The Romans had... I don't think Patton would approve of paying the soldiers, Germ. That's what I'm saying.
Korea has mandated service. What?
Which Korea?
One of Well, I'm sure both. One of their boys' bands just finished their service. Their boy bands finished their service.
Wait, hold on. Are they Korean or are they Finnish?
Oh, Gorilla, that's the nice part. He wouldn't pass any of the checks.
Fuck out of here. They were trying to recruit me for Air Force officer after college.
I would say this, I probably can pass some of it, but then
They never got to the drug test, T.
I will say this, I probably would not pass the physical since I'm too overweight.
I would have probably passed the physical drug test. I could have quit the drugs. I mean, how would you like to go higher than you've ever been before, man? Just to fly? I thought about it. It was just like the idea of being in the military. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not a military kind of guy. I did think it was kind of cool though, and I thought Lieutenant Teague sounds cool.
So does Admiral Teague.
It does sound cool, actually. Yeah.
They're issuing letters of marque now.
What's that?
Piracy.
Wait, we have a privateer army now or something? What are you talking about? What is a mark on
There has
who?
been discussion. Freelance.
Raiding and
Navy.
piracy, in other words.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the first thing we have to do is shore up our borders. The most immediate threat's Finland. We got to get in there with everything we got right away, and maybe tomorrow. Korea, I'm not concerned about. They're pretty far away. I don't think that they have a capacity to strike us the way Greenland does. Greenland, dangerous Denmark colony, as we know, taken over by 30 police officers in 1898 because it was completely abandoned, and that's how they got it. They got it through sort of like a default. Now we want it, and they say that we shouldn't have it just because we don't have any right to it. Well, I mean, we're going to take it anyway. We'll take it because we want it.
I have no idea who BTS is, Kremlin.
Bachman, turn it over.
I know that. I that's as far as Korean boy bands go. I have zero knowledge.
Yeah, and you have to remember, Germ is a 100% proud American-blooded patriot.
Basically, you can take any Venezuelan boat and keep the bounty. Germ, let's get a boat. Yeah, you know what?
I think they may have rescinded that after
Trump calmed down.
Of their government.
I think
we took possession of their government. Oh yeah, calm down. He went in and grabbed Maduro, bitch slapped him, and then paraded him in public
for dancing. Don't you dare dance in mockery of Trump. Is she a K-pop fan?
I guess so.
All right, you know what? I mean, some of that music's catchy.
Yeah, especially Gundam style, huh?
Listen, I'm not saying it's great or nothing like that, but have you heard the American music lately?
Nope.
Right now, American music is all about a low-effort cover. What they'll do is they'll call it a song, but they'll only play the home note. It will resonate just like... And some woman will disinterestedly just mouth the words, and they call that a song.
It's
really horrible.
It's probably all auto-tuned too, to where everything is auto-tuned probably in that song.
The non-singer is unable to sing and needs technology to non-sing badly, yes. Yeah, you know what? The Koreans, one thing that they don't do is they don't believe in that woke shit. If your wife leaves you and you decide to get angry and I think you're allowed to kill her, right?
I don't think
she gets a beating. If she leaves you, she gets a beating and re-education.
It is technically against the law, but I think they look the other way.
And I do believe in Asian culture, there's a little different thing. Here in the West, we use guilt culture. In Asia, they use shame culture. In other words, if you're not part of the collective group or any of that, they shame you instead of guilt trip you like we do here.
Geez, how does YouTube have it work over there? It's all guilt and shame here. I don't see too many people with a lot to be proud of. So they just
They
call
do
it
have great
shame
looking women,
tube.
though.
Hell yeah.
There is, they don't take shame or guilt in showing off beautiful women over there.
Actually, it is the #1 country for plastic surgery in the world. It
That's
is
okay.
mandated. Mandated. Did you know that? Did you know that Korean women who do not get breast implants have to do up to 6 months in a penitentiary while they save the money to get them?
I'll get behind that, and I'll start a GoFundMe for them.
Well, Teague, just come on and ask it. Does his fiance have implants?
I am not
No,
married
I'm
to
not
a Korean. She is not Korean, so it does not apply.
That marriage hasn't been legal since the state of California struck down that type of union anyway. Although I think some were reinstated later.
Your union? I didn't think you took into the California law.
My wife definitely believed in the California law, and she wanted half of everything, so I gave it to her. It took gave her just an empty Ziploc bag full of nothing. I mean, what the hell? I can't take half of nothing.
You'd be surprised.
No, she
Washington
was
State
one of the
has.
most.
It doesn't matter how much you have; she's still getting some blood out of that stone.
She did, but the thing is, like, she was so delusional that it took like a couple of years of just showing her tax returns to prove that there wasn't the kind of money she wanted to go after. And so, like, she was so difficult that the marriage almost ended up getting vested. Like, it was like a 1-year marriage and like a 4-year divorce. It was like we're in year 5 when I finally was able to get rid of her.
Teague, I would not be surprised if she said in the divorce agreement you have to send her a pint of your blood to keep her away.
And sperm, right? No, I have no clue why she held on with both that. She just would not she just would not go. It's like, look, it's not working out. You know it, I know it. Let's move on. Like, no. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, this woman who wanted me out of her life and who hated me because I didn't make enough money thought I was a billionaire.
Yeah, well, whatever they have to do to hurt you, they'll do.
I don't think that should be held against Korean people, though, even though she was Korean. She was raised by people who were white and from New Jersey. She was acting like a crazy person from New Jersey. No shade on the Koreans for what she did.
Yeah, it's Jersey's fault.
Absolutely, in my opinion.
The only people I found more annoying than New Yorkers.
She's probably okay these days. I haven't seen her in fucking 20 years. Who knows?
Lucky you.
That's why I think she's okay. If I had run into her even 5 years ago, I think I'd still be traumatized. Like, it's been long enough. She's probably okay. I don't care.
She's probably a hardcore lefty now, isn't she?
I don't know. She was really into George W. Bush. Like, when I left her, George W. Bush had like a lot of time left as president.
Yeah, that's that would have been the time I was in high school, and probably about the time that Fifth Dan was in diapers.
If you're in high school for 8 years, then you're only as smart as George W. Bush.
I think I'm a little bit better off than George W.
You probably are smarter than George W. Bush. I would have a hard time believing that you aren't. Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Seahawks. It's a foregone conclusion at this point.
Did the Broncos make it?
Ugh. They're not a good team, but the AFC is not a good conference.
Bonix is pretty awesome. Their quarterback, he's pretty awesome.
Bo Nix, you mean?
Yeah, Bonix.
Yeah, but say he's as good as they think.
With that crappy
what
team
does he
around
have?
him, he's kind of all right. Imagine if he had a real like running back and a couple of receivers. He's doing that with like a below par team. They didn't think he was going to be that good. They didn't build around him. They're trying to do it now. He has a little more than he had last year, but that team is still kind of trash.
They've been trying to build around him for 3 years.
This is only his second season. Maybe he came off the bench 2 seasons ago. I think it's season 2. I think this is his rookie year. I mean, I'm sorry, his sophomore year. Last year he came off. While he may have played a couple of games at the end of the season 2 seasons ago, last season was his first season as a starter. As far as I'm pretty sure. But I mean, I'm still trying to get over the fact that I saw Shadwan Sanders' father play baseball. That's crazy shit. A lot of people don't know this, but Shadwan Sanders' father is famous too.
Yeah, but at this point, it's not for the sports. It's for being a loudmouth and trying to coach football.
Yeah, I mean, he was a little bit better as a football player than a baseball player, but I mean, the thing is, he played both offense and defense. He would probably be an okay coach. I think that we should give Prime a couple more years to develop. Look at how well his son turned out. He developed his son as a quarterback.
Oh yeah, he's doing great in
Cincinnati,
capital of football.
He's with the Bungles, but they
got the right state.
They've been to 2 more Super Bowls than the Jets while I've been alive.
You got the right state, at least. He's
Ohio?
not with the Bengals. Yeah. He's in the other team in Ohio.
It's a very football state, isn't it? Ohio and Pennsylvania are just like football country. Where'd Dan Marino come from? Pennsylvania. Where'd America come from? Pennsylvania. Why did the Jets pass on Dan Marino? Bolivian marching powder in college. By the way, I just want to say if the Jets had taken Dan Marino, Ken O'Brien would be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and Dan Marino would have been done in 4 years.
Probably.
You're talking about an entirely different star in a co-star in Pet Detective.
Honestly, I don't think Dan Marino would have survived if he went to New York.
Well, I mean, he liked cocaine. That would have helped. Look what it did for Darryl Strawberry.
Oh yeah, Darryl Strawberry, great inmate of the state.
You could say that he's worn the uniform of New York 3 different ways. Yes.
And he has a permanent number to go with him too now, it seems.
No, he was pardoned. He didn't do anything wrong anymore. Trump pardoned him. It sucks that now for the first time ever when I see Darryl Strawberry, I have to say to myself, there goes a man who isn't a criminal. It really diminishes his accomplishments. Did you know, Germ, he hit 38 home runs one year while he was coked up and drunk out of his mind the whole time? Led the National League that way.
With 38? That is pathetic.
1987 was a pitcher's year. The mound was lower. I'm sorry, the mound was raised that year for one of many times. It's also the first year you had to start paying for cigarettes at the gas station. Governor Clinton of Arkansas made sure that bill made its way through Congress. They used to give you money to buy the cigarettes and a lighter.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
He was very, very pro tobacco. He wanted them to make money.
Well, it is the biggest cash crop in the United States.
But isn't that because it's the biggest cash crop for the United States? Because a pack of cigarettes in New York City costs like $18.
Yeah, but $11 of that is tax.
More like 16.
Keep trying to find that video of the.
How much do cigarettes
cost?
How much do cigarettes cost in Virginia? That's that's close to manufacturer's cost.
Judging how dirt cheap Virginia is, probably dirt cheap price wise. I don't know.
You know, my favorite place is the cigarette smoking room at the Atlanta airport. Oh my God. The most depressing place in the world. There's a skeleton with a bullet hole in its skull in the corner that's been there since 1986. It's the most depressing place in the entire world. Because it's the South and because it's Georgia, tobacco is not allowed to be called bad, even though it is. So when I used to smoke, I would change planes in that airport. You had just enough time to smoke in that room. There are like 60 ceiling fans sucking the air straight up. Your hair stands up. All you hear is the white noise of the fans. And your cigarette just kind of burns itself because there's air just moving straight up the whole time.
Hey, LDG.
Hey, look who it is.
Hey, LDG. Now, the mental assignment
And hello to Lemon.
Exactly, Lemon. The letters of Marquis de Sade. Did you know he once stabbed someone to death with a sewing needle?
Hello.
How you doing, LDG?
Hey, what's up, guys? Give me a quick second. I got something. Right back. Give me a minute.
This movie called The Housemaid.
It's pretty good. Slow start, but really ramping up at the end. I know it's been a pretty big hit for your favorite actress.
Is in it too, right? Do we see her Twin Cinemas exposed fully? Did we see the do we sink the pink in that one or what?
According to Gorilla, yes.
Well, I mean, they're visible, but I mean, are the breasts bare?
Well,
I mean, we watched the stupid commercials for those jeans that suck for her breasts, and we didn't see them. We saw them covered. Hey, Gorilla. I mean, LDG. Hello.
Well, I do have a question.
You guys hear me? Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, T, are those going to be her real ones, or are those going to be the doubles that implant her face over the double's face to show off those?
I don't
They're
know.
as real as her actual breasts.
I don't think her boobs are fake.
Not as fake as dear God. Not as fake as the girl who just died because of Trump.
Who did Trump kill now?
Trump just killed an American citizen through ice.
No, she killed herself.
No, you don't deserve to get shot in the head when you drive away from police.
Wait, she shot herself
over an ice. She tried to run over an ice agent.
She jumped into a car and shot herself in the head while she was driving away.
She tried driving away, and the officer intentionally jumped in front of her car in order to claim self-defense, so he could kill that lady.
She tried to run them.
It's on camera. It's on camera.
I've seen the video.
You've seen the video, so you know for a fact that you cannot. You cannot
No, if
shoot
you jumped
somebody
in
in
front of
self.
the car.
I'm sorry,
if you
dude. Shut the
jumped-
fuck up.
Oh, wait,
You can't shoot.
don't
Just
talk to
shut
me
the
like
fuck up
that
for a
the
second.
10th straight
You
time in
can't.
a row.
I know. I love you, dude. I love you. Just shut the fuck up for a second. You can't shoot somebody in self-defense when the bullet hole is in the passenger side window. Okay, if it was in the front window, I
think you got a
totally
better
get it.
case.
But it
I
was
think
in
you
the
got a better
side window.
He might not have self-defense. You're allowed to shoot at people fleeing.
No, she
felony.
absolutely has. So you're not allowed to take advantage of your officer.
That's
You're
what
not
I'm
allowed to
saying.
be a cop and just jump
what
in front of
you're-
people's cars and say, if you move, I get to shoot you in the head for
put
free.
yourself in danger. You can't create danger and sell people protection from your own causing danger. That's what I'm
Exactly. Yeah. That's what the officer did.
Look, you know
And
what?
She was
There's
the
a
one
lot of
causing
people.
danger.
It's caught on camera. Everybody
you
can see
belonged
it
in jail, you
themselves. I
belonged
don't
in
need.
jail,
I
but-
don't need to freaking argue with any of you. I love you guys. I don't have to argue
I'm
with
not
any
arguing.
of you.
I don't know.
It's
what's going
on
but I'm
there.
trying
No,
to-
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people listening. Pay attention, dude. For the people listening, you can find out for yourself. The lady freaking was trying to drive away. She wasn't purposely trying to run over ICE agents. She was just trying to get away from a fucking officer who told her to fucking stop right now. Now, I don't know if any of you actually have ever like experienced this before, but
I've seen
sometimes
the beginning of TJ Hooker.
cops-
Yeah.
cops can like purposely like be extra, they can like add extra bullshit, and they can scare you into a situation where you think you're doing something that you're not doing, and the lady
I'm
just
still
tried to
waiting
get
for the
away.
first case of
She
American
does
police
not deserve a
misbehavior before I
shot in
believe
the
that.
head. Nobody deserves a shot in the head for driving away. And that she could have ran over that guy. You know
Tell
what?
that to John
She
F.
w-
Kennedy.
If she wanted to hit that officer, she could have hit that. She chose to drive away from that officer and got a freaking bullet in the brains for her trouble.
Well, before anybody go any further on this one, I'm just going to drop this like a hot mic and let everybody go crazy. I believe in ICE. I believe in the mission of ICE. I believe it should be here legally. However, there has been a little bit of questioning about their level of training, professionalism, and ability to get this fucking job done. So maybe we should work on their
An American
professionalism.
citizen should never ever get shot. Like, there's no excuse. If you want to say you shot
American
illegal
citizen
alien in-
robs a bank, he
That's
deserves to
one
get shot.
thing.
But,
Okay.
an American
here's
citizen
the
doesn't
video.
deserve to get shot in the head
I don't know if you should show the video live. Come on, the moment of death is like a big strike.
because it's
Don't do it.
inside the
It's
car, so
not
that you
the
don't
moment
actually
that
see the bullet.
on it.
He doesn't
Yeah, the
need
moment
the
of
shooter.
death is hidden.
Okay, they
Right.
are attempting to arrest a woman right now. She
But
guns
but
it toward the officer in front of her, and
There's
he
no one in front of her.
fires.
There's
No,
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 one
no,
in
I'm
front
sorry,
of her. They're
I'm
both
sorry.
standing
You're-
on the
yeah,
side of the car.
Yeah,
Jeremy.
he
No.
purposely went in front of her. He purposely stood in front of the
He's
car
right in
so
front
he
of
could
the
shoot
car.
her in the head. He
Can
shot
I just
when
point
the
out
bullet
that
was
is not
90
proper?
degrees.
Illegal
Wait,
escape.
90
That is
degrees.
100% procedure.
No, it's not.
He's
No, it
dead in
isn't.
front of
You
No,
her.
it's
can't
not. You're
shoot
not supposed to
90-degree
put yourself,
angle
You're
from
not
somebody
supposed
in
to
a freaking-
raise the level of danger. Hold on, LDG.
You're
you
not.
gotta go.
de-escalate.
You're not. You're not.
Okay.
You're not supposed to escalate the situation by increasing the danger to yourself and your brother officers by elevating the
Yes.
threat. That
Yes.
car is not a danger to
He is
anyone
not-
until he steps in. That car is only a weapon once he
He
steps in front of
stepped
it.
in. He stepped in front of it on purpose.
A vehicle is a weapon at any time.
No.
Unless it is
It
physically
Look, she
disabled,
might have
it is
deserved to
illegally
get
a weapon.
deported, but
can
these
be a
cops.
weapon at any time.
This is
She
shitty
did not
police
choose-
procedure.
Please shut the fuck up. She did
This
not
is-
choose for it to be a like you go to rob a bank. You choose to have a gun because you choose to kill
Well,
somebody.
no, she chose
You
to
They
come
were
here illegally.
attempting.
You can't
They
say
were,
that
she's
I'm
an
in a
American
car.
citizen. She was their quote unquote.
Yeah, she was an
protester.
American
She tried
citizen.
to
She
run
wasn't even
over-
illegal. She tried to run away.
over.
Run away.
What if we just
she
throw the cop in
proved-
jail for like 20 years?
She
Would that make it even?
proved, dude, fucking serious. She literally proved that she was driving away. If she
No,
wanted
she
to
wasn't.
kill
20 years is a pretty decent bid. You get that for killing
dude,
someone.
resolute. If she wanted to kill that guy, he would have been dead. If you simply look
Yeah.
at the video,
He's got you
she
there
drove-
on that one,
We
Jeremy.
just
No,
literally fucking watched the video, LDG. What the fuck are
literally
you talking
just
about?
Rezo. We just literally watched the video of a dead person.
He does got you. Wait, hold on.
driving-
He does got you on the part where. Hang on, LDG. You had your 7.5 minutes.
Please shut the fuck up, dude.
You've screamed
Shut
a
the- just
stairway to heaven
fucking
worth of fucking
talking.
insanity.
Stop the fuck talking. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. If she wanted to kill him, we literally just watched the video where a dead person drove tens of feet while she was dead at high velocity. After she was shot in the head, she drove 50 feet at a higher speed of rate than she was before she got shot. It's in the fucking video. She got shot in the head. Her car traveled faster than when she was before she was shot in the head and rammed into 2 cars. So let me
That's how
tell you something.
acceleration
So
works,
let
LDG.
me tell you something,
How
Rezzo.
about the fact
If
that
she
they know
shut
what they were
the
doing?
fuck
They could have
up and let
apprehended
me
her without.
finish what I'm saying
LD,
before
what,
you
Germ,
insert your
throttle him for a minute. He's
to
been
my
going for a
mouth.
long time.
Shut
Can I have him
the
here?
fuck up,
Can you
motherfucker.
throttle LDG for
Shut
a minute, like
the
you did to
fuck
me when he was screaming about the
Shut
alphabet
fuck
last time?
up. Hey, listen,
Okay, both of
you
you.
need to repeat this.
Hush.
Shut the fuck up. If
Actually,
she
I can
wanted
do
him
this.
dead, he would.
It's a miracle. Everything's quiet. We're gonna go with this.
Yeah, I hadn't
They were
spoken in a
detaining
while
her.
when you did that. I don't believe in collective punishment. I was quiet when asked.
How in the hell are you talking? You are muted.
Oh, you didn't know you can override the mute?
You're supposed to be an administrator to do that.
Yeah, you can. No, you can override the mute if they mute you.
Everyone
That's why it
can do
took me
it.
a minute.
Yeah,
Shut
everyone can do
up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. Just shut the fuck up. If she wanted him dead, if she wanted it, just dude, please, just shut the fuck up. Listen to yourself. Shut the fuck up, dude. If she wanted him
yelling,
why do you still talk after I say shut the fuck up? If she wanted him dead,
because you're
she
not my boss.
shut the fuck up.
She may not have wanted him dead, but that was
That's
what
the
was going to
intent.
happen on her fucking trajectory.
Rezzo, intent is what you have to prove in court. You have to improve intent. She did not want to kill nobody. She was not trying to run over ICE agents like they
Well,
advertised.
that's what was gonna
They were
that's what was going to
advertising-
happen with her actions.
They were advertising that she was looking to run over agents, and that's not the fact. The fact of the matter is, this poor woman, which could have been any of one of our mothers, was scared
My
as
mother's
shit
not
and was
true.
running away. She
If my mother was
purposely,
alive, she would be smarter than to try to fucking take out ICE agents.
she wasn't trying to take
My
out
mom would have had
ICE
sex with
agents.
the cop. She was married to one. What are you talking about?
She wasn't. It's obvious she wasn't trying to. Like do I?
At the
Prezzo,
very
I thought you.
at the most generous, she was trying to evade arrest.
Yes,
That's
that
the
does
most
not-
generous you can.
that
put.
does not
and that's
deserve a
still-
shot in the head.
Can I say something now?
No,
Germ? Did I wait long enough?
Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I think that there was a way. I think that there was a way to apprehend her without anyone getting hurt. That was overlooked.
yeah,
Come on, man. For real, there was a way to apprehend
you.
her without. You know what? That's what I was doing to you, and you had like a meltdown every time I tried to say, "Yeah, he's right."
no, because
Don't
you
be-
didn't tell me to shut up yet. You're not telling me to shut up. You're just saying, yeah,
Because
okay.
I
you
have
let me
class and you don't. Germ, can you mute him for a minute?
Find better class.
Kremlin, unfortunately, no, he's just a lunatic.
Me or him?
Yes.
I'm saying that
Yes,
she deserves
both of us.
to. Look, fuck you. Look, all I'm saying is this: she deserved to be apprehended, and she deserved to be in court for.
She
what
deserves to be
did.
alive.
Her actions played into it. But that cop, I don't know if he deserves to go to jail, but he didn't show enough poise. He should be fired. As the cop who stepped in front of the vehicle, they should be removed from the force, but no one should go to jail. That woman's actions were reckless enough, but those guys fired, no benefits, no pension, and can't be cops anymore. They
what
escalated
happens-
that.
Let me
She
ask
was an
you this.
American
real quick.
citizen. They're ICE.
They're in the middle of trying to detain her.
You're not supposed to
Yeah,
step in
We
front of the
weren't
vehicle.
in the middle of it. They started it. They weren't in the middle of anything.
Well,
There
let's
was
assume
no-
good
there was
faith in
no-
the apprehension.
You saw the video. It's not like they had them.
We didn't
So
see why
you
they
said-
pulled her over.
Yeah,
She could have been
Ethan,
speeding. She could have been
there
driving
was no
recklessly.
lights on. There was no traffic stop. There was this little lady in the middle of the road. There was no traffic stop. There were no lights on. So obviously they weren't pulling her over because there would be lights on if they were pulling her over
It
before
looked
then.
like it got batshit really fast.
No, there was no lights on. A cop has to have their fucking lights on to pull you over.
She was already pulled over.
That means the fucking lights would be on.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
No,
it
it really
does.
doesn't.
Every single time a cop pulls you
It
over,
was
the lights
daytime,
have to be on
Germ.
before. No, the cops have to. It's part of their fucking law.
What about an unmarked police car?
Have their lights on before they pull you over. They can't pull you
Doesn't
over.
say
and
they
then
have to
turn the
leave them
lights
on the entire
They
time
know-
you're
they
pulled
know- Yes,
over.
it does. Yes, it fucking does.
That's not a
And
national
German does
Yes,
make a
law.
good
fucking
point. There
does.
No
is
national.
It's
First of all,
literally
there's
Over
no,
heads, not
first of all,
normal
there is
police.
no
Probably don't
national
even have
police
lights.
force
Have to
except
have
the
the lights
FBI. The
while they
FBI
have you
does
pulled
not have
over.
marked
They
cars.
have
The
to
FBI
have
does
the
not
lights
use
on.
the lights unless they feel like it to get traffic
Name
out of the
one
way.
person in the
You are
chat
talking
who
about
cop is
local
pulled
laws.
who turned off their lights. One person in the chat where a cop pulled you over and they turned off the lights after
I
they
don't
pulled
break
you
the
over.
law or
There's not
drive.
one motherfucker. You
I
always
don't break the
law.
law
Of course,
or
it's
drive.
impossible. It's
What do I do
impossible.
that's illegal?
Break the
I've
law.
been pulled
You
over. They turn off their
cannot have
lights.
the lights off. It is a
I have
law
never
that they
broken
have
the law
to
in my
remain
life.
during an emergency stop or any kind of freaking official stop. They have to keep their lights on because of the traffic behind them. They have to keep the fucking lights on. It's
But
a
these
fucking
weren't
law.
cops. These were ICE.
The cops are ICE, the same shit.
They
And
are
she was
not
interfering
police
with another.
officers. They are.
No,
Listen,
they say
I
that she
already
was
said they're-
interfering.
I already
There's no
said their
proof that
training.
she was
I
interfering
already
with
said their
anything.
training. Listen, I already said that their methods and training were bad. If you want to go on a rant about how it's a law to have the lights on and be wrong about it,
No,
that's
no,
up
no,
to
no,
you.
no.
But their methods and
That
training
you're
were
on my
bad,
side. I'm
and
just
they
saying
could
that
have
sometimes you
apprehended
should
her.
understand when I tell you
They
to
could have
shush when I'm trying to
apprehended
say
her
something.
alive.
Let me say what I'm trying to say, and then fall. If you really wanted a bandwagon on what I'm saying, let me speak and not fight me. Why the fuck?
You were screaming
if
for
you
a long
say-
time there. You said
if
it
you-
5
no, I
times.
literally came on for 5 minutes, bro. I came on for 5 minutes.
The funny
Okay,
thing is,
Fucking
you
minutes.
both are on the same goddamn side and you don't realize it.
If we're on the same side, then
Well,
shut
no,
the
we have
fuck
this.
up when
We
I
have
tell
the
you to shut
same
the
view
fuck
of
up.
this
And under-
situation.
Stop taking it personal and let me
I'm not
fucking
really going to
speak.
take it personal. I'm saying the
Okay,
thing
then
that
why
LDG
are you taking it personal when I say shut the fuck up? Why don't you shut the fuck up
because
when
you
I say shut the
you
fuck up?
blurted out
Because if
something as long as
No,
staring
no,
at heaven.
No, dude, let me
Turn on your
set
device.
this. Let me set this straight right now. If you came on and told me to shut the fuck up, I would shut the fuck up. And I would not say
Hey,
anything else
Jared.
until you got what you said out.
All right, can I get some time here for a second? I got a fact check
Please
on
do.
this whole thing here. I got
Please
a
do.
fact check here. So what really happened to ICE incident in Minneapolis? There's a lot of city, blah blah blah. One, the woman was blocking law enforcement vehicles, which is illegal. Videos of police accounts show the woman's SUV was stopped sideways in the street, intentionally blocking
Yes.
ICE vehicles during a federal
Yes.
enforcement operation, which
Yes.
she should get arrested for. Federal
Yes.
officials reported that the vehicle was impeding off. Can you shut up while I'm reading this? Federal officials reported that the vehicle was impeding officers' movement before any shots were
Yes.
fired, and this is after these ICE agents have been constantly getting attacked by these domestic terrorists, and their
matter.
vehicles these vehicles are always getting rammed and shit.
Yeah.
Gra-
That didn't matter.
All right.
He's
There were
giving you the
shit-
facts.
You're
Just
right.
let
No,
him
you're
give
right.
the facts.
Gorilla, you're right. It doesn't matter though. You have to treat every single
Let
stop
him
as a
finish.
separate
Come on.
stop. But go ahead.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
I
There
am
were
letting you,
commands-
telling you to finish.
Then shut
There
the
were-
hell up, LDG.
I love you guys. Thank you for like seriously. I appreciate it, but I'm just trying to stand up for like what's right. But go ahead, Gorilla.
Okay, there were commands given before shots were fired, According to the video reviewed at the
So get the
scene
fuck out of the car.
Sorry.
I agree,
Alright,
Kremlin.
According to the video of the scene and reported by local news agents, repeatedly yelled for the driver to stop and exit the vehicle, and several agents attempted to engage her before force was used. One agent was behind the vehicle, one attempted to open the driver's door, another was standing in front of the woman's SUV where the woman had a clear view of the officer. Agents can be seen in the video issuing commands before shots were fired. This is from WCCO and KMSP. This is important. The narrative of she was just driving away, it's not supported by multiple cameras showing attempts to stop the vehicle. The vehicle was seen as an immediate threat as soon as she ignored the officer's direct orders and proceeds to drive. Officials, including Minnesota public safety representatives, described the woman's movements as refusing to comply and aggressively moving the vehicle towards agents. DHS official, the drivers refused to obey commands and then proceeded to weaponize her vehicle. Keyword, weaponized.
That's very subjective, though.
But that's from the Minnesota public safety briefing, right there.
Right? No, go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah, the language "weaponize her vehicle" is why the federal self-defense justification was cited. Media narratives don't match the full
they're justified,
context.
but sorry, I thought you were done.
All right. Some headlines emphasize ICE shot an innocent driver, but others are arguing that the woman deliberately tried to run over the ICE agents with her car. Even local leaders who criticize shooting acknowledge conflicting evidence about how the situation unfolded, not that she was simply leaving. Minneapolis mayor, who's a piece of shit, said that the federal explanation was
that's my
garbage.
cousin.
But your cousin's a piece of shit. But did not say that she was driving off with shot. That's from the local media. There were conflicting orders on video. Multiple angles show at least two agents approaching the vehicle with different commands. One telling her to drive away, another one telling her to get out.
Yes.
This is precisely the kind of detail law enforcement investigators will analyze as part of why an independent review is ongoing. So
Afterward.
it's an independent video shows conflicting commands. That's from body cam and security footage. This doesn't excuse anything. It explains why authorities are investigating and withholding final judgment till all footage and testimony is examined. Investigations are ongoing. At this time of reporting, no final official conclusion has been publicly released, but whether the use of deadly force is justified legally, the determination typically comes after the full review of the video.
May I? Yeah.
Witness,
sorry.
I'm almost done.
I thought you were done.
The ballistics, blah, blah, blah. FBI, Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, both said they are investigating the incident. What the facts really show, here's a credible reporting and official statement actually support. ICE agents were engaging in an enforcement encounter, not a random traffic duty. The woman on her own chose to block ICE agents from doing their job and was confronted by agents and given commands before force was used. Officials described her movement as non-compliance and potentially threatening. There were conflicting commands captured in the video. Investigations by federal and state authorities are ongoing. Then this one just gives a person per take. And you want me to read what that law actually says?
No.
Can I go first real quick? Because I only have like a 3-line response to that.
Right.
Go.
Yeah.
Germs out of go?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Said, yeah.
That was justified, but not judicious. No laws were broken by the police. She did break the law. ICE is not trained in traffic stops. ICE is trained to apprehend illegal aliens. Like they are not trained.
Which she was not.
Let me finish. They're not trained in traffic stops. They did not handle that well. There was a way to get her out of there. A little more training would have saved her life. Hang on, let me finish. A little more training would have saved her life, but also prevented those officers from being exposed to needless danger. You do not step in front of the running vehicle during a traffic stop that's going that way. You do not step in front of it.
You do not do that because that's purposely trying to fucking kill the person. Listen,
it's also pretty
the fact that
not
she coulda came out of this-
non-self-preservational.
She
You
could
wanna
have came
live at
out
the
of
end
this
of the day if
alive.
you're a cop.
Period. If you're a cop, if you're an officer, I don't
It's her
care if you're
fault.
fucking
It's her fault. Don't
It
get me
means
wrong.
you die before the possibility of an innocent person. If you're not a cop and you're not ready
That's
to
not
die
true.
before an innocent
That's
person,
not true.
then you don't deserve
You
to be a
don't raise
cop.
the stakes.
You mean that your life is forfeit when an
What do
innocent
you mean?
person
No,
is in
if an
danger?
innocent person is trapped
That's
on top
what
of a
means a
burning
cop
building,
She
is
if
was
an
an
innocent person is
LDG.
trapped in a burning building, you're obligated.
She
You're
was
obligated
not.
to
She
run in
was
there to try to
ICE.
save them.
ICE
She was
only
not innocent.
target is an illegal alien. She was not an illegal alien. That means she was not ICE's target.
They could apprehend her and
She
detain
was
her.
interfering.
She
with
could be
their
apprehended and
law.
detained.
Apprehending somebody means that they have to be apprehended alive.
Not
If
necessarily,
they're
but
pro-
No,
if they're
very
posing a
necessarily.
threat,
Very necessarily.
you're not going to convince a jury.
Yeah, I will do. I bet you I will, because most people who are listening
That
right
case
now
ain't going to no
that
jury.
saw that comment and saw the video.
By the way, guys, LDG voted for Trump.
I am.
So don't,
I am.
don't-
I
if
am.
he-
No,
if
I
he
did not
voted,
vote for
if
Trump.
he
I voted for
Well,
none of the
LDG
above,
didn't
you
vote.
son of a bitch. Don't
Oh,
tell
okay,
me who
sorry.
I voted for, bro.
I
Okay?
thought you
love
did.
you.
That's all. You're here to
Florida
represent
decided
yourself. You calm
LDG was
down.
not
God,
qualified.
I know.
to vote.
I lost faith in our freaking voting a long time ago. You bitch. I do not vote
Don't
for
worry, the
anybody, and I
Sovax about
told
to
you
pass.
this. But anyway, no, she should not have died. Period. End of story. That was not an American
It was
citizen.
very sloppy
that
law
is
enforcement by
officially
non-cop law enforcement who didn't know what
personally-
they're doing.
The cop purposely jumped in front of that car in order to kill her, so he would have
That second
permission
part's
to
not
kill
true.
her.
He jumped in
It is
front of the car like an
obvious.
idiot.
It's obvious. It is obvious that cop had plenty of time to step out of the way even further.
Never had to step
Chose
in front
not
of it.
to. The cop literally, like the video literally shows the cop going into the car on purpose. He brushed against the car on purpose. It's caught on video, bro. It's caught on video. What else do you want, dude? It's proof.
Look,
All the
ICE
proof is in two different camera
LDG,
angles.
This is what's going to happen. The ICE officers are going to be fired because they did a shitty job. But it was not
They're
illegal.
gonna be fired. They're gonna be fired, and they're gonna be criminal
They were
charged.
way too fast on the trigger for that situation. Okay, and they created.
She
a
was
lot of
just
risk by
trying to
stepping-
iterate.
All right,
She was just trying to step between. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and say that if you want to fight ICE,
capable of killing people,
a
she
good
did not
thing.
step in.
but she
anywhere.
wanted to, she
drove
wanted
there.
to step in front of ICE. She found out. I'm sorry she died, but her family and everything else, that is wrong. ICE, if you're gonna sit here and say, well, ICE isn't like trained for traffic stops, well, they fucking should be then. Okay,
They have
That
probably
means
should be,
ICE
but
needs-
I disagree with you on this. I think
ICE
that we should kill her firstborn
talking.
too. I think her firstborn should
I'm
pay too.
still talking my point. ICE should be taken away and retrained if they do not know how to do a normal traffic stop where somebody steps in the
They
middle of the
shouldn't have done
road.
a traffic
to
stop. There should have
freaking-
been there should have been real law
You do
enforcement
not
there who knew what
shoot
they were
people
doing.
in the head by a default.
Yeah,
You
there
must
would have
have.
been
Where would you
if
shoot them?
if the state and city had not vehemently refused to and forbidden any of their law enforcement agencies to be part of it, they would have been there, and there would have been a small.
They're the
chance
duly
hoping that's the
elected
point now,
officials
dude.
of our
I'm
city, man.
hoping.
That city
I'm
decides what
hoping
their
that-
cops do.
Jennifer Waltz. I hope that. I'm sorry. Should I say, Mr. Waltz? Whatever. I hope they
I love
enlist-
Levin's comment. You thrust in a sexual way.
Hey,
Yes,
they
yes,
enlist-
he did.
Hey, LDG. First, it's not Waltz. It's T-Boo Albert Fudd. Hey, here, I got a question for you, or something for you could do. A lot of police state departments, a lot of their can have you go through a lot of different scenarios and when to use force and when not to use force. I bet you there's one right there in Orlando you can go through and see. They'll give you some training and all that, and you can decide whether or not force was used. I bet you could only score 5% the way you're describing everything tonight.
Yeah, I got no clue what you're totally trying to say, dude. Because I can't.
So
What are you saying?
So basically, if you go to like a lot of police departments, they'll set you up on give you a couple classes there then you walk through a course there, and then you do scenarios on whether or not you should use deadly force should be authorized and used or not. And, and most of these people are like you, thinking, oh, they should use deadly force. In the split seconds there, they only score 10% on the whole damn course. 25%.
That's right. They missed a whole bunch. Are you saying that?
Thank you for making my point, dude.
Because they, I can ask.
No, what I'm saying,
they missed a lot.
No. Like there's a lot of times when they should have shot, they would have been dead. They would have gotten shot. Or there's other times where they shouldn't have shot, they did shoot, because you only got a split second to make a decision. You're a lot of the stuff is split second decisions.
Yes,
I bet
you got some windburn today, man. Look how red you are. Look
you're absolutely right.
You got some serious windburn today, bro.
That's the problem with being a cop. Unfortunately, you got to understand that means you're taking a job in which the math does not add up. The cops or whatever.
Those guys aren't cops. They're not even close to being cops. They're the furthest thing from cops. No, they're not. They're ICE agents. No, they're not.
ICE officers.
They're federal law enforcement.
Yes. Okay. So law enforcement officers have to understand that there is, even if you play everything 100% correct,
like if there's
you are going to die.
The real cops and wait
in person, dude. I'm sorry if you're not willing to die for the innocent. That means there are going to be scenarios where you have to. Yes, she was. She absolutely was, dude. She was not trying to kill that person on purpose. Involuntary manslaughter at best does not deserve a gunshot to the head.
Where would you have shot her?
I would not have shot her. I would have gotten out of the fucking way, and I would have captured her in other ways.
That is one thing I will give you credit for quickly. They were standing there. They were talking to her. They had her tags. They had her biometrics. They
had everything.
Let me finish. They have body cams. So what would have been wrong with just picking her up like a quarter mile away?
Exactly.
My only issue on this one is that it was handled badly. However, she was raising the stakes and risking her life on purpose. Do we all agree on this?
Doesn't matter. No.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
No,
they're only human beings.
No,
if you're gonna look,
if you're a citizen, you're allowed to challenge that shit without getting a shot to the head, bro.
Deadly force.
No, you're not.
She wasn't. She wasn't expressing deadly force.
No, by default, the car is defined as deadly force.
Purposely. No, it's on fucking camera, you son of a bitch. She was purposely trying to avoid running anybody over. That is caught on film.
You can dead when the car was
you can fucking sit there in your own. You can sit there in your own fucking TV world and try to say it was otherwise, but it's caught on camera.
I said that they were wrong.
All she fucking had to do was keep her foot on the gas, and that officer would have been dead. All she had to do was keep her foot on the fucking gas, son of a bitch, and that fucking cop would have been dead. That cop would not have gotten away. That cop would have been run the fuck over if she didn't try to steer away from that bitch.
Why do you keep calling this guy a cop?
The reason why that person is even still alive is because of the person that he killed. She saved his life. She saved his life. She steered away from him.
When we come back,
guys, you believe, but that's
about how Lee Harvey Oswald saved JFK from divorce.
JFK didn't sneeze while he was shooting, motherfucker.
We all know it was 3 different angry husbands acting alone.
Say what you want. He would have been dead if it wasn't for her. And she proved it on camera. She stared away from that officer at the last second. Even the fact that the car was on an icy road. The car was on an icy road, which most likely guaranteed a split second of the car of the tires burning rubber.
That shows you there's something wrong. An icy road in Minnesota in the middle of the winter.
Icy road, and she still missed him. So that guarantees that her actions saved his life.
I agree with that
LDG
You
Hey,
always
statement.
could have
Roland,
bro.
taken the keys out of the fucking ignition and ended the whole thing right there, bro.
Still stands true, bro.
The roads aren't icy up here. It's been melting for the last 3 days.
That's fine. You can look at the camera though. It was icy cold.
I don't
I don't
think
give
it
a
gets that
fuck where
cold
it
in
is where you
Minnesota.
live,
It's
but where
only as
it
far
was
north as
ice
New York.
everywhere. It was obviously snow everywhere.
I'm close by to it. I'm right here in the backyard of it.
Dude, listen, Gorilla, I love you, but don't be a fucking idiot. I literally been
Yeah,
inside
I
of a
should be
building
getting
where
paid for this shit.
when I look outside. Wait, for real, seriously. I've been in a building where I looked out the left side and it was dry as day, and looked out the left side and it was raining fucking pure rain. So don't tell me that you lived like X miles away and that you think you have any right to say how the weather was miles away when I can sit in a fucking building and see piss rain on one side and
Well, I
piss
always leave
rain
the
on the
house
other.
whenever I leave the house and it's raining, I go back in and leave by the back door just to make sure the
I'm
weather's
not
not
the
better going out
only
that way.
one who knows
You
this.
are
I'm
the
sure
only
I'm not
one.
the only one who sat in a building and saw it piss dry on one side and piss pour rain on the other. I am sure I'm not the only one.
I've seen it raining a couple of miles away while it wasn't raining by me, but nothing like what you're saying.
Bro,
Although
feet,
it has to
feet.
happen,
I'm
right?
talking
It has to
fucking
happen.
feet. Feet. It was
Seen
feet.
I've seen the only place I've seen something that is close to what you're
I
saying
don't
is
care what you've seen. I'm telling you what I saw.
the only place I've ever seen anything close to what you're saying is actually near you.
Okay, good. There you go. All right. Thank you.
All right, I'm
For
pulling out
God's
the heavy
sake,
duty
poor
stuff.
lady
But I
who
don't
doesn't
think that
deserve.
happens too many other
Why
places.
does people
bro.
have to argue that she deserved a bullet in the head? That's what cracks me up. Trump's
No, I
got you
never
so
said that.
deranged that I'm literally here arguing with you guys about whether or not she deserves to die or not. She did not deserve to die. She did not deserve a bullet in the head. The person who shot her literally shot her at a 90-degree angle from when she was driving when the bullet was shot.
Right.
There is no fucking possible way that you can shoot somebody at a 90-degree angle and claim self-defense.
That's not true. He did. Okay. Wait, yeah, that part.
Hey,
Effectively.
LDG, if you think our ICE agents are doing such a shitty job, how about you sign up for ICE and then you'll get a $50,000 sign-up bonus.
Bro, if
And then
I was in charge
get
Look,
of
put
you
in
like
ICE,
3 people before lunch on Monday.
don't put me in
You'll
charge
kill
of
the first
ICE.
3 people he sees on a Monday, including his boss.
Yeah,
the
because
first
I
day of the job.
guarantee you, if I was in charge of ICE, I guarantee you right now that only the people I arrest would actually be murderers and rapists. Nobody
can
would
I
be
finish?
arrested under
Can I
ICE on my on. Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right, and we'll put you out in the field. You could be constantly attacked every single day there. And then when someone tries to
Yep.
run you over, they're block you and try to run you over. If you've been constantly attacked, let's see what decisions you make.
Yes, and you would see an officer who willing to die for an innocent person, because I would take a bullet before I shoot somebody innocent.
She wasn't innocent.
She was innocent. She did not
herself
deserve
in
a
that
shot in the
situation.
head. Gorilla, fucking gorilla. She did not deserve to get shot in the fucking head, dude.
Yes, she did.
Then obey the
She did
fucking
not.
officers and not try to run their ass over.
You can believe that all you want. You can make all that sense you want, bro. But I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna say that she didn't a million times
Yeah, well,
over,
you're telling
and I'm
me
gonna
it's
fight
right,
you
LDG.
because nobody deserves to get shot in the head, even if you kill a million people. You do not deserve to get shot in the head,
I can
bro.
think of plenty of
Hitler
people
did
who
not
deserve a
deserve to
bullet in
get
the head.
shot in the head, bro. You have to
He
be
did it
brought
to himself.
justice.
What the fuck are you talking
whole
about? He absolutely had it
point-
coming. He did it to
The
protect
whole
himself.
point of our
He
justice
shot
system
himself in
is
self-defense.
that the justice system is pure and it
This man
delivers.
ends a global conflict for a 3-cent bullet, and LDG's pissed.
I'm sorry. I thought it was on a channel that actually cared about truth.
From the way I see from the video that Jim provided,
Some people deserve to die.
She did not deserve to die, dude.
I mean,
That's not what I said. I said some people. Hitler How did it coming?
Our whole conversation is about this lady.
From the
No,
evidence,
you use that as your point to illustrate why she shouldn't
let
die.
Dan
I'm
because she
speak.
was-
sorry. I'm sorry. Dan, go ahead.
from the evidence I see, it was a life-threatening situation. It was a escalated real damn quickly, and the officer acted out of instinct. So it was self-defense on his part. It was a do or die situation. He acted. If he was in the military, that was a military action he did because that was his first instinct. If he wasn't in the military,
That's what I'm talking about,
There's
dude.
no way that idiot was in the
If
military.
you look
No
at it- if you
military
look at it that
person
certain
would
way-
be that stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a military person wouldn't purposely stand in front of a car that knows it's about to drive forward. Cops do that because they want protection against killing the person. That's the problem.
This is not a black and white
if-
situation.
If you look at it after the fact, but if you look at it before the fact, you realize the cops stood in front of that car on purpose. They went and put
Of
themselves
course.
in danger.
He's
in
supposed to
purpose.
be in that spot to stop her from driving.
No, they're
off.
not. No, they're not. That is not that is not what they
LDG's
tell
right on
cops.
this one. They're not supposed to
I'm
do
sorry,
that.
dude.
They could have
They're not
apprehended her
supposed to-
very easily.
They're specifically forbidden to do that. They're not allowed to put themselves in danger and other people in
But we don't
danger.
know. First of all,
They
we don't
can
know what the
close the-
ice.
They have to let
Brutal.
people get away. They have to let people drive away. They can't shoot people in the back. There's laws against
Yes,
this
you
shit
can.
because they're innocent people. No, if you're running away from a cop and you're trying to like hop a fence and they tase your ass and you fall off the fence and break your neck and paralyze yourself, those cops are fucking liable. They should
Unless you
not
drop the
tase you.
smoking gun
when-
that just took
when
the
they-
life of an innocent person, then they're heroes.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even fucking matter if they murdered somebody. If they're running away from you, you cannot create you cannot do lethal violence unless lethal violence is brought upon you.
You cannot
And there is
endanger the
In most
public.
jurisdictions, you can kill a
cannot
killer who's
lethally
running
kill
away.
somebody who's running away from you. If they're
Yes,
running
you can.
away, that automatic. No, you can't. You
They
cannot.
do it all the
can't-
fucking
you-
time.
They
Dude,
do it
if
because
some-
they
Because
do it
you
somebody
are
because
a
blows
the
away-
danger
rules.
to the public.
If someone
If you
blows
are
away a
running from the
cop,
police,
then
you are
Why
a
do you
danger
think
to
they
the
didn't
public.
blow up OJ when he was running away? They didn't blow up OJ.
he was
They didn't
surrendering.
shoot
He was
OJ when
going
he was-
to the police
No,
station.
he was
to get
running
up. Why
away.
would
He
they-
was running away.
No, he wasn't.
Hey, Bosco.
As far as the
Welcome to
fucking
the
cops
insane
were
asylum.
concerned, they were
Wait,
running away.
He
as
was
far as the
running
cops-
away while on the phone with the police, following their directions.
How
and
many
escorted
times
by
do we
them.
see, dude?
Dude, he
how many
got that
times?
black privilege. You
Dude,
don't know what
dude,
it's like.
dude, how many times do we see YouTube videos where there are people on the phone with 911 while they're running away from the cops, and the people in 911, they know that person's going to get arrested, and they still lie to them. They don't
32
care.
years
It
ago,
doesn't
what happened to
matter. It
OJ
doesn't work
may
that
have
way,
been
dude.
Slightly different.
They didn't care. They didn't think that he was running to the cops. If anybody who's
They
robbing the bank,
absolutely thought that
who's-
he was running to the cops because he
Anybody's-
arranged to surrender.
if anybody who is robbing a goddamn bank says, "Stop, don't shoot me, I'm going to turn myself in," ever got not shot in the head, please tell me, because it never fucking happened. If you're robbing a bank,
LDG,
and
let me ask
tell
you a
the
Hey,
cop-
question.
LDG.
Let me wait,
LDG.
LDG,
Hey,
quick
okay, hey,
question.
shut up there. LDG, how was the officer who was dead in front of the car
that stood in front of the
supposed to
car on
know
purpose.
if? Yes, that's where he was supposed to be.
No,
How
that's
is
not
he
where it's
supposed to know
be.
if
No,
she's
no,
trying to
I-
go to the side or coming straight at him?
I am
He
willing
has
to discuss
Less
this
than a
with
second
you,
to
but
respond to.
not aggravate the consequences, bro. You're not supposed to walk in front of a car that you know that is going forward. If you're a cop, you're not allowed to bulldozer people simply by saying, if I stand in front of your car, if you move, I get to shoot you in the fucking head. You
She
don't
was completely.
do
No, you
that.
don't
She
get
was
to
out of
respond
line
with
You
violence.
stop.
The cop
That
was
is
out
how
of
he was
line, but
supposed
she
to be.
didn't
You-
get a chance.
not to do that.
Clearly, you do because we saw it just before.
What if it's an old person that doesn't know what's going on, and they're obviously, honestly,
They wouldn't have
under
done it.
the What? No. Fuck you, you son of a bitch. My father was fucking at this point where a cop pulled him over and he didn't realize what was going on and he tried to drive away. You saying that my father decides to be shot in the fucking head because he's confused because of his old age? And he's like,
are you trying to say this woman was in any way, shape,
What are you
or form
talking about? Of course
confused?
not.
We don't know. That's the problem. We don't know.
No, we do know because she had
No,
been committing acts up to that point to prove that she was within her sound mind and being a complete jackass about it.
Rezzo, we just got the video. That's all we have. We have nothing else. We have nothing else. What?
Everyone in that video is breaking the law and acting like an idiot, including those stupid.
I'll own it if I'm wrong. I'll apologize to each and every one of you. I am so sorry. But Rezzo, show me the proof of what you're saying right now. Show me the proof of what you're saying.
Just read the proof to you.
No,
Gorilla convincing enough, but the cops acted in an untrained manner.
The cop purposely, on purpose, you can obviously tell that cop.
But that's not a license to try to kill him.
Death by cop.
Let me ask you a question. Serious hypothetical.
Cop, dude.
Let me ask you this hypothetical. If there are two cops.
By cop.
Two cops. Let's just say that there are two cops, right? A person walks up and shoots one dead and then runs away. The other cop is not to shoot the person who did it. That's what you're saying.
I'm sorry. All right. You know what, dude. I love you, but what you just said was completely stupid. And if you think I'm going to
how many times every year in America?
This is not that she did not kill
how
somebody.
many times the cops get shot in America and their partners have to deal with it?
You stupid son of a bitch. She did not kill somebody.
You're not Italian enough to talk to me like that. She did not
kill somebody. I'm your goddamn father, motherfucker. She did not kill anybody. Another cop. That cop that killed her did not kill her because she killed another cop. You son of a bitch.
My father was a cop, you
asshole. Fuck you. She did not kill another cop before that cop killed her.
That guy wasn't a cop in the first place.
That is not apples to apples. You son of a bitch. You fucking piece of shit.
You're angry about someone trying to kill a guy who wasn't a cop?
Bro, I
tried to kill a cop.
People who get shot in the fucking head by people whose their job is to die before an innocent.
That's not their job.
Yes, it is. It's literally built into their fucking
They're not cops. They're ICE. You're talking about cops.
They're
ICE.
Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
They don't know what.
And that was directed to you too. But we are gonna have to put an end to this insanity right there because we are gonna close out with a little video that Gorilla sent me.
Love you guys.
See ya.
Anytime now.
Hey, gotta share the screen. There we go.
Here we go.
You want to unmute the volume?
What did Trump do to his hair?
It's AI generated, probably.
You guys aren't getting the sound?
No.
Well, shit.
What are you guys talking about? I hear it.
Is that a sketch or is that an AI generated image that
That's
Trump's
AI.
doing?
But you know,
it's funny as hell.
Gorilla, go ahead and share that because for some reason it doesn't like me sharing stuff with audio.
So, Germ, how much money did you make in this therapy session from us if you were paid?
If I was paid, I'd get a good $500-600. Here we go.
You would get $70 times 4.
All right,
there are 4 patients.
All right. Am I sharing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let me know what.
He looks like the pillow guy with his hair dark.
Yo soy señor presidente, el señor Donaldo J. Trump. Your ex-presidente, Señor Maduro, is no longer your president. He kept talking shit, fucking around, and he ultimately. Anyway, Venezuela grande again. Mucho grande. El bigger y el better than ever before. We're going to drill, baby drill. We're going to have a big, beautiful fiesta, all the tacos you want. Mucho mariachi, sexy mamacitas, and delicious margaritas. And President Trump is going to be el DJ, okay? Muchas gracias, muchachos. Y let's make Venezuela grande again. Arriba el Venezuela, amigos. Hola, amigos.
Is it true that the American oil companies refused the offer to go in there because the network is too old and it would take too long to get it up to speed and they don't want to invest the capital?
No, it is not true.
No,
They
I
are-
heard they were pumping oil. I heard they were pumping oil for like. Sorry, go ahead. You go first.
They are
They're just trying
drooling
to artificially
to get it.
I've heard that the oil pipeline and infrastructure in Venezuela is real shit. And the reason that we use the Venezuelan oil is not because they're able to pump it so fast, but because our refineries were set up to like refine a certain kind of oil that is now uncommon in America. You got to go deeper and stuff like that. If you watch a show like Landman, you'll understand that oil is like deep it's underground. The oil actually comes from underground, guys. And apparently what they're saying is the American oil companies could never turn a profit because they would have to rebuild everything from the bottom up, that the only a communist, madman, narco-terrorist would make people work in a pipeline like that. It's dangerous as fuck and ready to blow up.
Well, what the thing is, we're built for the fluidity of Saudi Arabia oil and oil shales and oil sands of Texas and Alberta there, versus what Venezuela has.
We're not built for that. We're built for the lighter crude.
Yeah.
Although I
Saudi
think
Arabia,
what's so weird is that oil sand refineries and all the refineries are in like the Delta, but the oil's in Alaska, where they like if you refined it in Alaska, the people in Alaska where the oil comes from is the highest price oil in America.
Either way, we have to end it there. Please join Dan for his, let's see if we have the link. We have a watch party of Continuum coming up. I believe it's season 4 we're on right now.
Yes, episodes 1 and 2.
And I believe, Gorilla, you have tomorrow. Are you still doing Twilight Zone?
should
Are you there,
should
Gorilla?
be. I should be home.
Okay. And Teague has the
Yeah,
Saving Star
should
Trek
be.
on Saturday, and probably another Streaming for Vengeance tomorrow sometime. So we
Streaming
gotta
for
get
Vengeance
going.
tomorrow. And what do you call it? Saving Star Trek Saturday. The Ugly movies. Movies 11, 12, and 13.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.